If you're looking for a gaming PC and your budget is $4,000 plus, then this video is clearly for those of you that just want the best of the best. We've spent thousands of hours benchmarking and reviewing many gaming PCs for you this year, so we've got some very helpful personal insight that's going to help you decide which one's right for you. We're going to share our likes and dislikes for each, and most importantly, their performance capabilities. The latest deals are always changing, so you want to bookmark this video because my top PCs list will be updated every few days as well. They'll be tagged directly on this video and linked in the comments and description. Also, for those of you watching on your TV, at any moment in this video, just click the up button on your remote and select that shop button. Clicking on any of those will pull up a QR code, scan that with your phone, and it'll take you to my full list of products from this video. This will ensure that you're getting the right PCs on my list, as there are many different versions of these computers. Or just scan the QR codes that'll be next to each computer in this video. Those will bring you to this video on your phone where you can purchase these exact products. I've also done full-length video reviews for some of these products that I mentioned, so I'll be linking you to those as well. These are our top choices for the best of the best gaming PCs, $4,000 and up. The first one on this list is the CLX Horus gaming desktop with an i9-14900KF CPU and 4090 GPU and 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, as well as 8 terabytes of hard drive storage. I did a full review on the CLX Horus a while back, and that one only had a 3090 GPU, and that was $4,500. So although this one is pretty expensive, at least it's encouraging to see how much more you get for your money today. That large amount of RAM and storage also makes this a really good option for creators as well. 4K editing really benefits from a lot of RAM. If you understandably don't need 8 terabytes, and I recommend just stepping down to this CLX set for $200 less. 6 terabytes is still a lot. And I actually kind of like this design a little more than the last one anyway. Not really a fan of the photo that they chose for the main one though. That RGB is just way too intense right there. Like this solid purple right here. That looks way better than super saturated RGB. And like that last one, this PC also has 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, and both of these can actually upgrade all the way up to 192 gigabytes of RAM, which is insane. Not sure if you're ever going to need that. Not even for GTA 10. And if you want to save $200 more than that, at $3,600, you can get this black version of that same CLX set with 2 terabytes less of hard drive storage. Normally, I do prefer the look of black tech, but there's just something about that last white one that I like a little bit better. It just looks more clean, I guess. Now, this next one I've mentioned quite a few times on this channel. The Corsair Vengeance i7-500. This one also with an i9-14900KF CPU and 4090 GPU, also with 2 terabytes of SSD storage and 64 gigabytes of RAM for $3,800. This PC over the past year has been the most purchased top tier PC by my viewers, and the third most purchased overall when you factor in the cheaper, more budget friendly PCs. It was also one of the most requested reviews from my audience that I've ever had. But check out my full review for this one if you want a more thorough and detailed breakdown on everything before making your purchase. And these were the average FPS results we got for this one at the 3 main gaming resolutions. With a PC this powerful though, you're most likely going to focus on 4K gaming. I don't still have this one with me as it was only loaned for the review, but I do have something very, very similar to it. It's the Corsair build kit with the same specs, but just a slightly larger case. And it was also $100 less since I had to build it myself. And I must say it was pretty easy to put together considering my PC illiterate wife was able to do it, and I actually built the entire thing blindfolded. It was a pretty funny experience though if you want to check out that video. Corsair PCs also come with double the warranty of most other PC brands at 2 years versus the typical 1 year. Next up, the Corsair Vengeance i8200. Also with an i9-4090 combo, but now with 4 terabytes of high-speed storage, faster RAM at 6400 megatransfers per second, and better cooling. No offense to the majority of the people that buy that Corsair Vengeance i7-500, but I definitely think that the i8200 looks way, way better and more of a premium design that's actually worthy of a $4,000 price tag. It's one of my favorite designs when it comes to practical pricing, and something that I would actually buy. There's a few at the end of this list that I would only buy if I was a millionaire. Otherwise, I'd feel way too guilty buying those. If some of you are wondering about the new i8-300 and new i7-600 Corsair Vengeance PCs, no, unfortunately, I don't recommend those for gamers. The CPU in those actually performs worse than the two that I just recommended, and they actually cost more. This next one is where it starts to get really exciting, where we cross over into more creative and artistic builds. The Velztorm LCD Praetix, also with an i9 and 4090 4090 GPU. This one that I have right here that I'm currently doing a review for is for a different brand, but very, very similar. Having a feature like this on the outside of the computer is really nice for fancy animations, or even a nice and stylish way to view real-time stats of your PC, your streaming chat feed, or really pretty much any widget that you can think of with live info from the internet. This is all built on the Hype Y60 case, which is one that was pretty frequently sold out in the past. It's actually one of my favorite designs, even without that fancy LCD screen. That's just the icing on the cake. I'll have links down below and QR codes for both the white version and black version. Don't worry about the link to the black one. I know it's going to start off looking like $5,000, but once you customize your options to 32 gigabytes of memory, 1 terabyte of SSD storage, and Windows 11 Home, it's going to be the exact same price as that white one. Now, this next one that's also pretty expensive, but did it right when it comes to the overall design and presentation, the Starforge Voyager 2 Elite. I reviewed this one pretty recently and I liked it a lot. I did say in the end though that I don't recommend it for people that just want the best bang for your buck, because this ain't it. It's got this pretty cool swappable acrylic plate light in the back that lets you put different prints depending on your style. I only wish they gave the option to print your own graphic though. I actually think more people would buy this if that was an option and probably spend more money to do so. If you're team AMD, you can now also get it with the new 9800X 3D CPU instead of the i9 14900K. It really won't make much of a difference if most of your gaming is at 4K because that's handled by the GPU, but if you game at 1440p, there will be a little bit better performance with the 9800X 3D and 5 to 10% faster if you game at 1080p. Although I don't really understand why there's people that game at that resolution with such a powerful GPU. Alright, now hold your breath. This is where it starts to get expensive. Open loop liquid cooling. The Origin PC Genesis. The one that I reviewed also had Hydro X LCD IQ Link cooling and a Hydro X cooled 4090 GPU, and because of that, it was the coolest GPU that I'd ever seen at that point, which will prolong its life and give you the ability to overclock more, but all these amazing customizations will cost you about $5,600, but that also includes a 2-year warranty. It's the most beautiful that I've ever had the pleasure of reviewing, but nowhere near as beautiful as these next two that I have not yet got my hands on, but I really hope to in the near future, and that's this version of the CLX Raw. This thing is amazing. It's got the hardline open loop liquid cooling system that I've always dreamed of. 96 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM though is overkill for gaming, but could be useful for creative work. Functionality wise, when it comes to thermals, this will be the coolest PC out of all the others that I've shown you in the last 4 videos. And it's also the one with the most RAM and the most hard drive storage, but the main thing that makes this PC so expensive is this incredible custom design. The only PC that I think looks cooler than this one is the black version of it. This gaming PC is a work of art. It's currently on back order on Adorama, but it still appears to be available on Best Buy. Both of these are also currently available at CLX's actual website as well. It appears to be several $100s less, but if you're like me with a Best Buy card that gets 5% back and also have a Totaltech membership with free 2-year protection, it actually comes out to around the same price. And also the version on CLX's actual website has quite a bit less RAM than the one on Best Buy. And getting it from CLX will take about a month for it to be delivered after you purchase it. While at Best Buy, you get it within 2 weeks. They've got much easier returns and also up to 60-day returns with the Totaltech membership. If you do decide to get it at CLX though, after you click on my link or QR code, just scroll down to CLX Foundry, then scroll down on that page just a little until you see the shop button. Click on that and then scroll all the way down on that page and you'll find it right there on the bottom. Then click on Customize if you want to choose that white version. And do not get either of these, especially if it's for someone that you don't think is going to appreciate it. I would only feel comfortable recommending this to people with loads and loads of money, because I personally would not get this one unless I was a millionaire. Otherwise, I'd feel pretty guilty spending $7,000 on a gaming PC just because it looked a lot cooler than the others. Now for gaming monitors, the one that I have and use every day is the LG UltraGear 32-inch OLED. This is the one that seems to be the most popular 4K monitor, and I did a full review for that one as well if you want to check it out. But personally, I would get their 45-inch widescreen OLED if I had to do it all over again. It's actually the same price right now, and it is massive. If you want a great widescreen that's just a little bit smaller, then I would go with the Alienware AW3423 DWF OLED. I also did a very thorough review on that one a while back if you want to check it out. But if for some reason, after spending as much as you did on one of the best gaming PCs in the world right now, you don't want to pair it with one of the best monitors, then I would get this non-OLED 32-inch UltraGear with 1440p resolution and HDR10. This will be nowhere near as beautiful as OLED, but still pretty decent for the price. For gaming keyboards, if you want the best bang for your buck cheapest option that isn't horrible quality, I'd go with this SteelSeries Apex 3 for about $45. But if you want a serious high quality keyboard, go with the SteelSeries Apex 5. This one is a mechanical gaming keyboard that has a much much more satisfying and tactile clickiness, which many gamers actually say makes them play better and makes movements, pickups, and attacks feel much more precise and accurate. It's also made out of longer lasting and high quality materials. For the best bang for your buck gaming mouse option, I would go with this Logitech 305 Lightspeed wireless gaming mouse. And for serious gamers, get the Logitech 502 Lightspeed wireless gaming mouse. This one is awesome. And if you really want everything to match and have it the same brand, then I'd get the Logitech G512 carbon mechanical gaming keyboard. And for gaming headphones, I would get these Logitech Pro X gaming headphones if on a budget, but the X2s if you want the best gaming audio experience. Remember, if you do decide to purchase any of the products that I mentioned, then please remember to purchase with my view products tag directly on this video or one of my QR codes or affiliate links in the comments and description below, as I get a small commission at no cost to you for every single purchase made. And it's actually a major factor in keeping this channel going and getting better and better for you. You can also check out my playlist for my full gaming PC reviews, or check out my best gaming PCs of the year review, which is currently the most viewed video in the world for that search term. Also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications turned on to stay up to date with all of my latest tech and gaming PCs. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless.